Aries, welcome into the weekly reading. Let's go. All right, Aries, welcome into the weekly reading. Tiana Louise, intuitive coach consultant, here to help you shine the inner light within. Okay, how am I doing that this week? Well, we're going to take a look at your twin flame soulmate connection, as well as how the Lion's Gate and the full moon and Aquarius energies are affecting that. Lion's Gate is happening this Saturday, August 8th, 8/8. That's a very highly charged spiritual activation portal. Okay. What does it mean? Well, it means that ascension is leveled up, right? It's speeded up. It also means that you may not be feeling too good, right? Things may be coming up for you at a rapid pace right now, and you're wondering what the heck is going on. On an astrological level, Lionsgate, and it's called Lionsgate because it happens when the sun is in the Leo constellation, but basically it's when the Earth and the Sirius star align. Okay, when they line up, they match up. We have this portal that opens up that brings in a lot of intense spiritual energy, or energy between the spiritual and physical realms. So the veil becomes a little thinner. Okay, now the good news about this is things can shift. Things can change quickly for the positive, but like I said, it doesn't always feel good in the process. So energetically, how is this affecting you right now? How is this affecting your energy? What is, oh, look what flipped out. Balanced relationships. So if nothing else, there's a desire to balance your relationships at this time, maybe all of your relationships. This is Pleiadian energy, so if you have Pleiadian connections, take that. If nothing else, that energy is here to help you. Okay, so you may want to do some meditations to connect to this energy to help you balance out your relationships. But that's the goal for you right now. You may be thinking a lot about that. You may have a need for that, and you're really wanting that. That's what's present for you at this time. That's what's available. Really restoring things to, how you feel they should be, to what feels good for you. Look, and that's exactly what the Hierophant does. The Hierophant takes spiritual knowledge and, from the higher realms, and applies it to everything around him, right? The Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. The Hierophant is a card of tradition. So I'm feeling like, you're wanting to restore things to a more traditional sense in your relationships, meaning that, it's happy, healthy, whole, it feels good. Things may have, gotten disconnected in your relationships of all kinds as you've been on this spiritual journey, right? Or maybe you feel disconnected and are now seeking to reconnect, right? And that's a result of you feeling more capable at this time. And I love that the Strength card came out, because this is the Leo card. Yo, Aries, right now, this is your season. It's not your season, but it's your season, right? This is also, to me, representative of the sun. So I feel like this is, positive energy for you to balance out your connections at this time. And you're feeling really good. You're feeling encouraged about doing that, right? And like I said, that's a result of you doing the inner work. We have the Hermit and the Hierophant here. Can't get more spiritual than that, right? I feel like you're ready to come out of your shell, right? And restore integrity in the places that it needs to be restored. I feel like this is also about you having more discernment to do so. And look, right, as I said that, we have the Knight of Swords that comes out, right? To me, Knight of Swords is about seeking clarity, seeking discernment, seeking, the truth of situations, right? And being willing to take whatever action is necessary to do that. I also feel like this could mean that as a result of you, really going within, being in this spiritual journey, learning and leveling up in terms of your spirituality, your mindset, the way you see things, your perspectives, your beliefs. I feel like you may be more discerning now about what you are willing and not willing to allow in relationship, and you're not willing to have relationships that are imbalanced at this point, right? That's like a no-go for you. That's like, no thank you, not on the table. Okay, so that's what's happening for you, Aries. Good stuff, good stuff. Now let's see, and I keep doing this, I keep mixing these decks. Now let's see what's happening in your connection with your person. Like, how is this connection being affected by the Lionsgate energy? Okay. Hey, we had two. Wow. Living in the now and being the mentor. Okay. Wow. So being the mentor. Okay. With the Hierophant and the Hermit that came out earlier. To me, this is saying that you guys, number one, both of you, there's been a lot of learning between you in the connection. And one of those major lessons has been being able to be in the present, right? Not spending so much time looking at the future, and not spending so much time in between the past and the future, but learning to really live in the present and seeking balance in the present as a result. Let's clarify that with some tarot cards. Right, and you guys may be mentoring each other in some way, right? Remember, as you do your healing work, that heals your person, whether you guys are together or not. As they do their healing work and level up, that helps you in the present, whether you guys are together or not. So we have this Hangman, yeah, right? And that's, okay. So we have the Hangman, we have the Two of Inspiration, Two of Wands, and then we have the Seven of Inspiration, Seven of Wands. And so what this is telling me is you guys have learned that the only way to be in this connection, to really see things for what they are, is to be in the present. Otherwise, you're in that Seven of Wands energy, which can be challenging, off balance, off kilter, right? So you've learned to, or you're learning, right? This is what needs to take place, is being able to just live directly in what's happening now without trying to figure out. See, the Two of Wands, this energy has you looking out to the future, looking out, wondering, right? Looking at what is in relation to what can be. But when you do that, that gets you here, hanging, stuck, seeking answers, seeking enlightenment, seeking to figure out which way to go, right? But, and Hangman, that's that Neptune energy, very spiritual energy. And it serves a spiritual purpose, like the confusion and the illusion that you experience in that Hangman energy. It does put you on the spiritual path of ascension, right? There's spiritual lessons that you learn, but you know, it comes with its challenges. Like it pulls back the curtain on what in your soul, what in your psyche is still needing to be touched and healed by the light. Okay, so how do you move through those energies? Well, you've learned the lesson, or if you haven't, being open to learning the lesson of being in the now. There are people, spirit guides helping you and your person with this. This being the mentor talks about not only you guys being mentors to one another, but mentors in the higher realms, ascended masters, you know, our starseed family, our ancestors, helping you ground in this energy of living in the present. Let's take a look at you and your person's energy right now. So what energy are you mostly operating in at this time? Let's take a look. That's that Two of Wands energy, strategy, strategizing. And that's why Spirit is saying, don't do that. You know, of course, you know, as human beings, we're going to plan for the future, but with the understanding that the only thing we have is now, right? You always know where it is you want to go, but in terms of getting there, you just have to stay focused on taking step by step in the present moment, because that's the only place you can create from. Okay, so not being too tied up and trying to refine, adjust, and, you know, seek out strategy. So for your person, they're living in a world of attachment, really having to let go. This is that challenging energy. And I feel like, you know, with this energy, you're kind of up in your head right now. We have the two of wands here. And, you know, I don't, there are no bad cards to me, but with this Two of Wands energy, there can be some inner conflict. Like on the upside of this is about making plans. This is, you know, coming up with new ideas and, you know, really being able to, you know, see the bigger picture, and that's great. But you can, as a result of overthinking, staring too long, trying to figure things out, either become really indifferent or you know, struggle within yourself on, you know, on what to do, how to make a decision, that kind of thing, right? And then you end up stuck, okay? And with this envy card here, to me, you know, not only does this speak of like actual envy, jealousy, this to me speaks of like being too attached to the, you know, our ideas about something. And I feel like that's where your person is, right? And it creates this emotional conflict, bottom of the deck, second chakra. This is what's needing to be cleared here. Okay, so let's clarify with tarot this energy of you and your person. Okay, yeah, so we have the Tower here. So this is letting me know that there's been some sort of, you know, awakening that's happened for you. This Tower is clarifying the strategy here. Something that, you know, happened that has thrown you into this, you know, energy of feeling like you need to figure things out. You need to, you know, get things like written down, nailed down in your mind before you can move forward. The Spirit is saying, look, stop waiting for that revelation to come through, you know, release that and move forward. Okay. With your person, I feel like this is about them feeling a lack within themselves, looking outside of themselves for validation, possibly looking to you for some validation, just looking elsewhere but within in order to try and, you know, feel good. And that's not working for them at this time, right? In fact, that's part of what's contributing to the challenges between you two, okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have that Strength card again, right? This is going to take some resolve, some courage, strength. But I also feel like the Lion's Gate is presenting an opportunity to really overcome these conflicting energies, okay? So we'll head on over to the extended to look at exactly how you can do that. But before we do that, let's just pull a full moon card to see how I keep saying full moon. This is my Moonology deck, and I'm going to pull a card to see how the full moon is playing into this. The full moon in Aquarius that is taking place right now. How is it affecting all of this? Yeah, it's look, oh crap. It's the full moon in Aquarius card. Yeah. Authenticity. It's giving you both the opportunity to reveal yourselves to one another, to show yourself and the world who you really are, to be truthful, right? To be authentic, to, remove the layers of inauthenticity, of ego, of pride, right? We had that Leo card show up twice here, right? This is the time to be vulnerable, to really lean into the self, okay? The real self, the higher self, the true self. Very powerful. Full moon in Aquarius. Glad I pulled this card. This is about being who you really are. And that's all it is. Okay? And then letting the rest play out as it will. Okay, so how are you going to step into that? First, how are you going to clear these conflicts, step into your true authentic self? We'll take a look at that in the extended. You can get the link to that in the description box. Thank you so much for being here. Smash up that like button and subscribe to my channel so we can keep doing this. All right, talk to you again soon, Aries. Peace.